evolution real? Or is it just a made-up fairy tale? Well, here is 15 reasons why evolution makes sense. There's evidence of human evolving, even in the last 300 years. For instance, 300 years ago, people were idiots. But now, people are simply way smarter. Since a bird turned into a bird with a crooked beak, therefore that means that give it enough years, and bacteria could turn into a human. Some people just don't get the whole asteroids killing off the dinosaur thing. But it makes perfect sense when you think about it. The asteroid killed off the dinosaurs, but their eggs survived. And the asteroid changed the baby dinosaurs inside the eggs to hatch out as birds. People claim that dinosaurs could never evolve into birds because they're way different. Mainly because they have feathers and dinosaurs don't. But if you think about it, birds and dinosaurs both have the same skeletons, they both have legs, they both have a tail, they both have wings/arms, they both have eyes, they both have a mouth/beak. So basically, the only difference is that their scales would have to turn into feathers, their arms would have to turn into wings, and their mouths would have to turn into beaks. And is that really that hard? And if you think that the flood actually happened, you'd be wrong. Because for there to be a flood, there would have to be billions of dead things buried in rock layers laid by the water all over the earth. Charles Darwin's great-great-grandfather was an ape. Another reason to be an evolutionist is it's not racist. So, therefore, if you want to be politically correct, you should be an atheist. Now we know the Big Bang happened because the stars are moving at an inconsistent rate, but if you do the math backwards, we know that the stars were in one singular point 14 billion years ago. We can see all the fossils millions of years apart in the rock layers. For example, we can observe the Grand Canyon. We know that they're hundreds of millions of years apart because of radioisotope dating. As proof of that, they take millions of years to form. Also, at Mount St. Helens, when it erupted, 100 million years of rock layers were formed in 1 year. We also know that the Grand Canyon took millions of years to carve out. By measuring its current rate of carving out and doing the math backwards, well, right now it's filling in with debris. So if you do the math backwards, it would take negative 100 million years. Also, a 100-foot deep gorge was carved out in Mount St. Helens in 1 year. But if we found a tree running through millions of years of rock layers, now that would prove me wrong. In the space of 176 years, the lower Mississippi has shrunk 242 miles. That is an average of 1.3 miles per year. Therefore, you can see that if you do the math backwards, just 1 million years ago, the Mississippi River was upwards of 1,300,000 miles long. That means it could wrap around the Earth several times. We have a continuous stage of every last single development of animal, all the way from gooey bacteria to humans. As you can see in this chart, here are the missing, extinct ones that we haven't found the fossils of yet. Now, if you're still on the fence about this whole evolution thing, well, let me explain how water came onto Earth. After the Big Bang, the Earth was just a big ball of lava. Then it cooled down, and then millions of ice asteroids fell out of the sky from, don't ask where, and melted, filling the Earth full of water. And that did not have gooey chemicals in it, so you could actually swim in it. Oh, and for the rocks becoming into bacteria, they just did. Evolution is even observable. We found caterpillars, and after just a few months, they evolved into butterflies. And little dark specks and eggs eventually evolved into chickens. It used to be scientifically impossible for blood tissue to last thousands of years. But now we've found some that was 65 million years old. So we have decided it is possible, instead of changing our mind about how old the thing was. As you can see in this chart here, very different animals have all the same bones. They're just slightly different lengths and stuff. This proves that they all evolved from the same creature. Or maybe they're just all made by the same God, and this is the best design. Half ape, half people, otherwise known as the missing link, do in fact exist. They're just called Bigfoot. You can find them in your own backyard. Well, thanks for watching 15 Reasons Why Evolution Makes Sense.